Hi guys, you are watching Infotainment Corner and welcome to yet another video. In this video, we are going to explore 10 richest countries in the world by GDP per capita. So let's start the video, but before that, I would request you to please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as well. Denmark with $68,000 of GDP per capita is 10th in this list. The economy of Denmark is dominated by service sector with 80% of all jobs. About 11% of employees work in manufacturing and 2% in agriculture. Denmark is followed by Iceland with $74,000 of GDP per capita. The largest sector of Icelandic economy is tourism. It accounts for about 1/3 of the GDP. Other vital sectors are aluminium, smelting, and fishing. The US is the largest economy in the world, accounting for about 20% of global GDP. US stands 8th in the world in the ranking of GDP per capita with $76,000. The structure of US GDP per capita is dominated by services of more than 75%, pharmaceuticals, oils and gas industry. Auto and aircraft manufacturing account for about 20%. Singapore with $79,000 of GDP per capita is 7th in the world's richest countries. Singapore is one of the 4 Asian tigers along with Hong Kong, Taiwan and South Korea. A significant source of Singapore's income is the export of electronics, pharmaceutical products, but almost 70% of Singapore's GDP is provided by service sector. Financial services account for 30% of the revenue. The Singapore Exchange SGX is one of the top 10 Asian stock exchange. Brunei with $79,000 of GDP per capita is 6th in this list. The richest country in Southeast Asia is Brunei. The sources of the country's prosperity are oil and gas. The IMF estimates that hydrocarbon exports provide more than 70% of the income. For comparison, the share of agriculture is less than 1% of the GDP. Qatar has $84,000 of GDP per capita. The basis of Qatar's welfare is the export of liquefied natural gas and oil. The state has no other natural resources. Most of the territory is occupied by desert where there is practically no precipitation and no fresh water. Hydrocarbon revenue account for half of the country's GDP. Switzerland has $96,000 of GDP per capita. More than 70% of Switzerland's GDP comes from the service sector. The share of industry is 25% and the share of agriculture is less than 1%. The financial sector employs less than 6% of the working population. About 75% of Swiss work in tourism, restaurants and hotel business. Norway has a GDP of $99,000 per capita. About 30% of Norway's GDP comes from the oil and gas industry. Norway exports iron, magnesium, titanium, and aluminium. The country has a developed fishing and woodworking industry as well. Ireland has $101,000 of GDP per capita. Ireland ranks 2nd in the top 10 richest nation in the world according to IMF. Agriculture, food, textile industry, IT, and mechanical engineering help the Irish economy to overtake Singapore, Qatar, and even the USA. The richest country has developed the production of medicine and medical equipments. Well, the wait is over for the world's richest country, and that is Luxembourg with $135,000 of GDP per capita. Luxembourg is the world's richest country and the world's largest banking center. More than 200 banks and 1,000 investment funds operate in the capital. The high performance of Luxembourg is partly due to the fact that citizens of neighboring countries work in Duchy, France, Germany and Belgium. Foreign workers contribute to GDP growth but are not included in per capita calculation.